What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video I want to break down some technicals, so I want to go over the S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100 and the Russell 2000 to try to figure out what direction the markets could take in the upcoming week. And at the end of the video I am going to break down from a technical standpoint as well Tesla, Alibaba, AMC Entertainment and Clover Health. So without further ado, let's get started. And let's get started with the S&P 500, guys. And didn't I call out in the video that we posted last Thursday what happened in yesterday's trading session? Yes, I did. So I said, watch out for both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 reaching new all-time highs on Friday, and that's exactly what happened. So the S&P 500 ended up going up 1%, and it closed last Friday's trading session at 4,411 points, and we have a brand new all-time high in the case of the main index of the United States stock market at 4,415 points. And take a look at the RSI, guys, on the 4-hour. It is at 67 points, so we can make the case that the S&P 500 is getting overheated once again. So I would like to see, guys, in the upcoming week, the S&P 500 paying a visit to 4,400, finding a good support over there, because we are talking about a former area of overhead resistance and maybe trading sideways, guys, without doing much for 2 or 3 days. That is going to be very healthy from a technical standpoint, and that is going to let the RSI come down a bit. And from a resistance standpoint, guys, we are talking pretty much we're talking about pretty much about all-time highs at 4,415 points. If that area of overhead resistance happens to be broken to the upside, we are going to be once again in no man's land with the S&P 500, but there is nothing wrong with this tape. We are on a clear uptrend and we are trading above the moving averages, and the only thing that I am hoping for in the case of this index is not seeing it once again getting extremely overheated with the RSI at crazy levels, guys, like, I don't know, 83 or 85 points. And in the case of the Nasdaq 100, we also have a brand new all-time high in the case of the second most important index of the United States stock market. So the Nasdaq 100 went up yesterday 1.15%, and it closed yesterday's trading session at 15,111 points. And in the case of this index, guys, we can make the case that the RSI is a bit elevated. It is higher than the RSI of the S&P 500. We can see the RSI of the Nasdaq 100 at 72 points, which is nothing crazy for the Nasdaq 100, guys. Let's not forget that this index traded during weeks with the RSI being above 70 points. So the fact that the RSI is at 72 points doesn't imply that the Nasdaq 100 can't keep on going higher. So if we happen to see some sort of pullback in tomorrow's trading session, the first important area of support that I am going to be looking at is going to be pretty much 15,000 points. And in my case, guys, and you know that I get nervous when these indices get very overextended, so I don't want to see the NDX keep on going higher, because the RSI is already at 72 points, and I don't want to see this index once again with the RSI at 83 or 85 points. So watch out for some sort of healthy pullback in the case of the Nasdaq 100 down to 15,000 points or maybe 14,900 points. That could be another potential area of lower support for this index, guys. When I say 14,900 points, we're looking at a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for this index back on July 22nd, and we are also talking about a former area of overhead resistance in which the bulls of the Nasdaq 100 already failed back on July 15th and also back on July 7th, and we are also talking about a former all-time high in the case of the Nasdaq 100. But other than that, and as I just said, in the case of the S&P 500, there is nothing wrong with this tape. We are on a clear uptrend and we are trading above the moving averages. I just want to see the Nasdaq 100 probably, I mean, in my opinion, I want to see this index trading sideways and starting to consolidate slightly above either 14,900 points or 15,000 points without going any higher in at least, I don't know, a few days, guys. That's what I am hoping for in the case of this index. And when it comes to the Russell 2000, which is a very important index for all those that are taking trades with meme stocks. So the Russell went up on Friday 0.46% and it closed last Friday's trading session at 2,209 points. And guys, I'm thinking that the Russell 2000 is starting to look very, but very bullish. And I truly believe that the second the bulls of this index can take on the moving averages on the 4 hour, this 180 SMA at around 2,256 points, and this 50 SMA on the 4 hour at around 2,265 points. So the second they do that, momentum is going to kick in, and they are going to be able to fill the gap up to the next important area of overhead resistance at around 2,361 points, which is an area of resistance in which the bulls of the Russell already failed back on June 25th. They also failed back on June 7th, and they also failed back on March 16th. And it is also, I mean, it is not only an area of resistance in which the bulls already failed on 3 occasions, but it is also an area of overhead resistance that coincides on the 4 hour with the upper line of this horizontal channel in which the Russell has been trading since early February. So the Russell is starting to look very, but very bullish, and we are getting, far away from 2,160 points, which is a critical area of lower support that was broken to the downside last Monday, and that was recaptured on last Tuesday's trading session. So nothing to complain about the Russell 2000, guys. It was looking very, very ugly on last Monday, and now this index is recovering in a very encouraging way. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the first stock of this video, good old Tesla, guys. And Tesla is reporting earnings on Monday after hours, and let me pull up here, guys, real quick, because I'm gonna tell you what's my price prediction in the case of Tesla. And mind you, I am a long-term investor in Tesla. Let me show you one of my long-term positions. So this is my main trading and investment portfolio. Here I own 110 shares of Tesla at an average cost of $263. And as of now, I have a modest unrealized gain of $41,000, almost $42,000. But I am a long-term investor in Tesla. I am in Tesla, for the long haul. And guys, Tesla is going to drop after earnings most likely. I mean, I think that I would say that the likelihood is at 98%. We are going to see Tesla dumping after earnings on Monday. After earnings, and the $1 million question is, how low can Tesla go? So follow me here. Take a look. I'm going to show you guys the last 3 earnings reports of Tesla. And mind you, Tesla has dropped after earnings on its last 5 earnings reports. So I don't think this earnings report is going to be the exception to the rule. And mind you, the big financial media is going to be focusing on, basically, as usual, the regulatory credits, which I am expecting to come in at $500 million, and that is something that Wall Street doesn't understand. And they will also be focusing on a possible Bitcoin impairment, because Bitcoin has been, lately slightly below Tesla's average cost, of Bitcoin. So that is going to be what the big financial media is going to be focusing on. In my case, guys, and since I am a long-term investor in Tesla, the only metric that I really do care about whenever Tesla reports earnings is the automotive gross margin, excluding regulatory credits. And why? Well, because the automotive gross margin is a metric that let us see how well Tesla is controlling its costs, which is very, but very important, because Tesla is a car manufacturer, but at the same time is also a tech company. But I mean, as of now, the greater amount of revenue that Tesla is making comes from the car business. So the automotive gross margin is very, but very important, and Tesla has been able to keep its automotive gross margin, excluding regulatory credits, obviously, during the last 3 or 4 earnings report at or above 24%. In the case of the earnings report that is coming out on Monday, I would like to see the automotive gross margin coming out at 26 or 27%. If that were the case, I am going to be very, but very satisfied as a long-term investor in Tesla with the earnings report that is going to come out on Monday. Okay, but when it comes to the price prediction, what could happen with Tesla? So bear with me here, guys. Take a look at this. On October 20th, okay, and after having reported earnings and in the upcoming days and in the days that followed that earnings report, Tesla dropped almost 15%. Okay, that was in October of last year. Okay, then the next earnings report came out on January 27th. After having reported earnings that day and in the following days, Tesla dropped near 40%. That was a huge drop. And when it comes to the last earnings report of Tesla, guys, which came out on April 23rd, Tesla dropped almost 30%, 29%. So we can make the case, that during its last 3 earnings report, or after having reported earnings on its last 3 earnings reports, rather, Tesla has dropped 28% on average, guys. So, I mean, being a Tesla shareholder for the long term is very, but very demanding from a technical standpoint, guys. Needless to say, it's been a wild ride, no doubt about it. So, if Tesla happens to drop 28% on Monday after earnings, and if we say that Tesla closes on Monday at the same price that it did yesterday in yesterday's trading session at around $643, because Tesla went down almost 1% yesterday. Okay, so a 28% drop, guys, would take Tesla down to $455. I think that would be worst case scenario in my opinion, okay? And as you guys just saw, my average cost is at $260 approximately, so I don't give a F if Tesla happens to pay a visit to $458. That would be that would match, okay, the average downside reaction of Tesla during its last 3 earnings reports. However, guys, I think that $545-ish is going to be a line in the sand. I think that if Tesla, after having reported earnings on Monday and in the upcoming days, happens to pay a visit to $548, these guys are going to show up at that price. The Tesla longs, myself included, right? So the Tesla longs are pretty much the long-term investors in Tesla. And I am not going to sell out of my Tesla shares, under no circumstances. I am not going to sell out of any of my Tesla shares. I am here for the long term. I think that Tesla is the best investment ever. And if you don't agree with me, we can agree to disagree. Drop a comment down below. But in my case, even if Tesla happens to pay a visit to $260, even if Tesla happens to go below my average cost, I am going to keep on loading up on Tesla. I am going to be dollar cost averaging. So I think that at that price, the Tesla longs, the defenders of Tesla stock are going to show up. So $545-ish is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Tesla back on May 19th. It also did it back on March 5th, and it also did it back on December 2nd. So I think that $544-ish is going to be worst case scenario for Tesla. And I do believe that and I just said it, guys, I think that Tesla is going to drop after earnings for sure. I was actually taking a look at puts, all right, in order to hedge against my long-term position in Tesla, but the implied volatility is extremely high, guys. It is at almost 70%. So I'm not going to buy Tesla puts with the IV being at 70%. but I might sell some calls because I own 140 shares in total of Tesla, guys. I might sell some calls on Monday. So watch out for Tesla, guys. Paying a visit to $545 after earnings on Monday. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Alibaba, which is another stock that has underperformed the markets in general terms in the last months. So Baba went down on Friday 3.51%, and it closed last Friday's trading session at $206.53. And mind you guys, in the case of Baba, I have been taking trades with the stock of this Chinese company left and right. Let me show you. In the case of Baba, I took a swing trade this week. So let me show you over here. So I purchased, now let me scroll up over here, there you go. On July 19th, I purchased 30 shares of Baba at $205, paying $6,151, and I sold out of those shares on July 22nd when Baba hit $213, and I ended up, I was paid rather $6,399. I exited this trade making something like $280 approximately. And on Friday, guys, since Baba dropped a lot, because let's not forget that some news came out, guys, about the Chinese government supposedly being about to impose some sort of regulations to the tutorial firms that trade publicly here in the US. And as a consequence of that news, then the tutorial firms that trade publicly here in the US dropped something like 50%, and most of the Chinese stocks that trade in the US went down a lot. NEO, Baba, Tencent, JD.com, so whatever. So I took advantage of the dip that we saw on Friday, yesterday, because I believe, guys, that first of all, I did some research about the news that came out, and it hasn't been confirmed. It is some sort of rumor, all right? And if it happens to be confirmed, then Baba has nothing to do with tutorial firms that trade publicly here in the US. So I simply took advantage of the dip, and I purchased a call option. In the case of Baba, you guys can see here the trade. This call expires on September 17th. This call has a strike price of $200, all right? And as of now, I have an unrealized gain of $148. I think that this is easy money, guys. Baba at $205 or $200, the valuation at those levels is simply too attractive, to my eyes at least, all right? So, and let me show you something here, guys, just to, reflect about Baba's valuation as of now. Take a look at Baba, guys. Let me pull up here the information of this company. This is a $600 billion market cap company. And take a look to the price to earnings ratio, guys, 25 points. Unbelievable. This is an extremely cheap company. And let's make some comparison over here. Let me pull up Tesla, guys. Let me pull up Tesla here real quick, and because Tesla, in terms of market capitalization, and obviously we are talking about two different companies, all right? The business model of Tesla has nothing to do with the business model of Baba, but take a look at this, guys. In terms of market capitalization, we are talking about similar companies as of now. The market capitalization of Tesla is $620 billion, whereas the market capitalization of Baba is $600 billion. And take a look at the price to earnings ratio of Tesla, guys, 643. Tesla trades at 643 times earnings. Unbelievable. Whereas Baba, with a market cap that is similar to Tesla's market cap, trades at 24 times earnings. So come on, guys. Baba at these levels is a steal. It is simply a steal. So what's my plan when it comes to the call option that I just showed you? My price target in order to sell that call that expires in September is going to be $230. if I happen to close or to sell that call option at $230, I am going to be making a very nice profit. However, guys, now let me zoom in here on the 4-hour. If Baba happens to pay another visit on Monday or in the course of next week to $202, which is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Baba back on July 19th, and it also did it back on July 12th, I am going to be picking up some shares of Baba, no doubt about it. And if that area of lower support happens to be broken to the downside, then at $198, I am going to be buying more shares of Baba, guys. No doubt about it. Okay, so if I happen to be able to purchase shares of Baba at $202 and then at $198, say that I can purchase between both entry prices 50 or 100 shares of Baba, then I could be easily taking a swing trade up to $230, in which case I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 12%. So let me zoom in here quickly, and $230, guys, is a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of Baba already failed back on April 6th, and they also failed at that area back in late June. So watch out for Baba, guys, either at $202 or even at $198 per share. And now let's go ahead and take a look at AMC Entertainment, ticker symbol AMC. And in the case of AMC, guys, the stock of this company went down on Friday, yesterday, 0.67%, and it closed last Friday's trading session at $36.99. So let me zoom in here on the 4-hour, and we are pretty much at the same spot that I told you guys about in the video that we posted on Wednesday. So we have a critical area of lower support for AMC at $32. If that area of lower support is broken to the downside, then the next important area of lower support for AMC is going to be at around $26, and the bulls still need to take on $45 or $46, which is the next important area of overhead resistance in order to be able to fill the gap up to $52. And I still own 100 shares of AMC. I have two positions, two swing positions at this time opened. In the case of AMC, I am at $61 of average cost in one of those positions, and the other position has an average cost of $52. So I'm just being patient, guys. And if AMC happens to break the support of $32 and pays a visit to $25, I am going to be purchasing more shares when it comes to those two swing positions in order to reduce my average cost. $25 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for AMC Entertainment back on May 28th, and it also did it back on May 27th. So watch out for AMC, guys. As long as the bulls can remain slightly above $32, anything can happen over here, guys. We could see a process of consolidation in the case of AMC, slightly above $32 in order to gather momentum to take on $46 and then take on $52 per share. And the last stock of this video is going to be Clover Health, which is a stock that I hadn't talked about in a few weeks, guys. And in the case of Clover, the stock of this company went down yesterday 6.61%, and it closed yesterday's trading session at $8.05. And guys, in my opinion, okay, and this is my opinion, and remember that I am not a financial advisor, so $7.33 is a very attractive price in order to pick up some shares of Clover, guys. $7.33 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for Clover on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. So if Clover happens to pay a visit to $7.30 ish, I am going to be very but very tempted in order to pick up some shares of this company. If I happen to start a trade in Clover, then my price target is going to be the next important area of overhead resistance at around $11.82. I was gonna say points. $11.82. $11.82 is a previous area of lower support that already acted as such for the stock of this company back on June 21st, and it also acted as a resistance back on May 28th and also back on March 1st. If I were able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, purchasing shares at $7.40 ish and selling out of those shares at $11.80 or $12, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 35%, a very nice profit. And take a look, guys, at how the 180 SMA on the 4-hour coincides with the area of overhead resistance that I just told you guys about at around $11.80. And if I zoom in here on the 4-hour, take a look at how, guys, this death cross that got formed back on July 12 affected in a very negative way the stock of this company, guys. So from July 12 up to after yesterday, until yesterday's trading session, Clover Health dropped almost 20%, guys. So in the case of Clover, this death cross ended up unfolding and affecting the stock of this company in a very negative way. But in my opinion, guys, I think that $7.80-ish is a very attractive price in order to pick up 100 or 200 shares of Clover Health. And with Clover Health, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember and keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays, 3 or 4 hours after the market closes. In those videos, I break down from a technical standpoint the S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100, and here and there, the Russell 2000 as well. But I also break down from a technical standpoint 3 or 4 stocks that are going to be on the very top of my personal watch list in the next trading session. So if you want to get all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, here and there, when the volatility of the markets lets me do it, I am making call outs about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access or to get or to see that information in a timely manner, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again 3 or 4 hours after the market closes with our stock market update video. So enjoy your Sunday, guys. Peace out.